Hi folks, Puffin here. I'm sorry, I used to like Morrissey. Um, I'm making this video. I've made a bunch of videos uh, talking about Cara Dune and Kanye West and people who supported Trump or fascism and how you can't support them. You have to call them out. And I'm not entirely innocent myself. I want to thank those people for continuing persisting in their supporting of fascism, not for actually doing it, but to the point that, making the news so much for it, all these fascist trolls supporting the stories and stuff, to make the news so much is what made me think to do this video. So I want to thank them for that part. And just apologize for having supported Morrissey in the past. I say that I used to like him. Really, I like him a lot. I like his music a lot, or liked his music a lot. Uh, I would always put him in the conversation with my very favorite musical artists: Lady Gaga, The Grateful Dead, Brian Eno, Bauhaus, and the Aphex Twin. And I would include Morrissey and the Smiths as well in that whenever I mention my favorite bands. Until some years ago, when became aware that he supports Brexit and therefore is in league with all these fascists and racists. And we've had such a fascist problem here in America and have such a racism problem here in America that you just can't have any tolerance for it. And I have to apologize and say I'm sorry. I used to like Morrissey because I've, in addition to saying he's one of my favorite artists, I've made lots of videos of his songs. You can see still on YouTube. I don't want to take them down or make them private because I still like the songs. I still like the message that Morrissey had before he went Brexit, or as I have said in recent years, I liked Morrissey back when his song National Front Disco was a mocking and ironic song, not like an anthem for his new fan base he's appealing to. And you can see even in this more recent Morrissey shirt, he's wearing this England thing, and it's disgusting to be a Brexiteer. And the thing is, you can have some other reason or some particular reason why you support something like this, but when what you support is the cause of all the racists and fascists, then you should know you're in the wrong camp and there's something wrong with supporting that, which is why I want to distance myself from Morrissey's current state of mind or message or whatever. And I could be wrong. I could be completely misinformed about what he actually supports. And in which case I apologize. And I would like to know if you can tell me that in comments so that I, could continue to enjoy his music. But and I might still be able to enjoy his music personally. I might choose to do that, but I don't see myself promoting him after what he's done ideologically and politically. I don't see myself promoting him by recording his songs. So, and the thing is, like I said, I still love the music. This all also came about thanks to 1 month ago today was my birthday. And a few days prior to that, my sister had called me and asked me. It felt like one of the greatest game show, like Price is Right kind of moments in my life, because she asked me if I wanted a new camera or something to make videos and things, or if I would rather have a bed, because she was going to chip in with my mom and help and other family members and buy me something real big and special for my birthday. And I just so happened to have had back problems at the time. So I went for a bed. I was like, my back is killing me. I really could use a bed. And the thing is, I was making the bed. So previous to getting this bed, and so thank you so much to my family for sending me the bed and all these bedclothes, pillows, and everything. And I was making the bed, which I honestly haven't done in years because I had a futon, and you don't really make a futon. A futon lies there and you let things lie on it, and it's just not really a big deal. And so I hadn't made my bed in so many years, but since I'm enjoying this bed so much, getting such great sleep on it, if you can get a bed, get a bed. Um, it's so much worth it. But I mean, I'm making my bed, getting it all nice, thinking how great it is to have a bed. And of course, the Morrissey lyric. This was just a week ago that this happened. Um, uh, a double bed and a stalwart lover for sure. These are the riches of the poor. It's an early Smith song, I should say. A double bed and a stalwart lover for sure. These are the riches of the poor. Which, I'm not poor, but I'm pretty poor. In America, most people are poor, really. Uh, but I have a double bed. It's like and it is such a luxury. It made me feel so rich to have this double bed now that that song occurred to me, and I appreciated the lyric, but it also reminded me that while I can still enjoy these lyrics, I can still enjoy, or I can, I could promote the songs because the messages of the songs, the reason why we like the songs in the first place because they spoke out against fascism. They spoke out against, and maybe if there's things I missed, and probably there are some things I missed or felt cringy about, but because I liked Morrissey, I didn't take to heart. I assumed he had some type of more ironic or more perceptive meaning, nuanced meaning to criticize the thing that made me feel cringy. Now I kind of worry that maybe he didn't. Maybe he was promoting some of these ideas, and I bought into it, or um, and for that reason, there may be some songs that I never would have sung, and there's some songs that I maybe still would sing because the message is still good from that time. That like all the punks in the world, like the Smiths, and that like they do have good music and good songs. But can you enjoy those songs? It's like watching Seinfeld. I was never a big Seinfeld fan, but now I just can't even see it, can't even turn past it without being reminded of how racist and terrible Kramer is. And when he pops up on screen, it spoils it. So I haven't really tried to listen to Morrissey or seen what my opinion would be, but I knew I wanted to make. I haven't bought any more of his albums since in the Trump years and stuff. But I remember there was like a T-shirt of Morrissey and Obama, or something that would suggest he was or that he might have worn it at a concert. That would suggest he's being on a more liberal side even of politics. But he has a lot of songs about not, or seems to have a lot of messages about not voting, which is ultimately a fascist message. And things like this to say we don't have any power, so let these people in power keep the power the way they've had it. And that's been disappointing when I've heard my interpretation of those messages from some of his recent albums. So I don't know that I've bought even his most recent albums because I've been kind of avoiding. Now you see I'm wearing a Morrissey shirt. In my defense, I think this is a bootleg shirt. I only paid $15 for it at the concert, which was 2016. Just to show you, it was a concert that we'd gotten tickets for maybe in 2012 or something, but they kept. He had some health problems or whatever other reasons. Morrissey's famous or notorious for canceling concerts. And so it was like 3 years or 4 years, of it getting rescheduled and then canceled and rescheduled and canceled. And then we actually went, and it was a great concert. And in 2016, I think was before I was aware of any type of Brexiteering on stuff on behalf of Morrissey. But it's been pretty much since then. And so, and I'm overdue for making this video. I apologize for that. But I do feel like not just that I would be a hypocrite if I was telling Kanye West, hey, you have to repent and make up for supporting Trump. And telling these other people, like, reconsider your thoughts. Not just that I would be a hypocrite, but just to show that I do want to do it. And I, of course, wouldn't want people saying, well, how can you try to speak out against white supremacy when you've sang Morrissey songs? Because I do think that's you are judged for the company you keep or the causes you choose to promote when those causes are the ones that every racist in your country and every racist around the world and all these fascists around the world are jumping on to support. They might have lured you in with some other thing, like they banned Dr. Seuss, come join our cause. They might have lured you in with some other reason, but it's the wrong collection to be in. And your cause, you might have some justification to your cause, like taxes or whatever your complaint is or something. You might have some justification to that. Chances are you've been duped, but you might have some justification in that cause. But the solution for that cause is not with these people. The solution for that cause would be, with any outside group or, within the other political group, changing their platform or whatever it is. You just can't work with these fascists. You can't accept them. And that's because it's so insidious, and they make all these different versions of it that seem so harmless, that letting any of it, and most of it seems really harmful, but there are versions of it that seem harmless that, are, they're like in the game industry and stuff. They're all through game chat rooms and YouTube chat rooms and whatever. And it's not harmless at all, but they're in so many different ways that they're getting to people. And, feel like they got to Morrissey, and that makes me sad. And I really look forward to Morrissey, coming out and repenting and making up for that, apologizing himself for having supported these things. Again, if he really did, which I think he did. But if he really did that, because it seems to come through more in some of his recent music as well, like trying to discourage people from voting. So, I hope that he would turn around and make up for that himself. In the meantime, I feel like I can make up for having supported him in the past by making more of the music that I believed in, more of those messages that I believed in: anti-establishment, anti-racist, anti-classist, anti-sexist messages, and do my part in music. And I write books and stories and make art and these videos. So thank you for watching my video, and just thank you for caring about what energies and spirits you connect with through your appreciation of things. Whether you choose to still enjoy things that have questionable or offensive content, or their creators have turned out to have offensive ideas. I'm not saying don't enjoy things like that. Enjoy everything you can, as much as you can. Like, there's nothing wrong with enjoyment, but be aware of connecting yourself with bad energies, and maybe find new and other things to enjoy if you have some concern about something you've enjoyed in the past, in order to connect to different things. So thank you all for watching and sharing and commenting and subscribing. And thank you all for caring about the stuff that you watch and listen to. And please support every effort to get these fascists out of every form of influence and power that they have, because they at least need a timeout to think about it and realize that they've been hurting the world and holding us back from saving the world. And just get with the winning team, choose the bright side of history, the future, and let's all get together and work it out and make things good. Thank you.